Alright, what's up YouTube? You know who I am. And today I got a new interesting cards of the week, episode 3. Now I said I wasn't going to do one of these because the format's boring, but you know, I want to get some content out there to you guys. And I found like a couple good cards that may be interesting for you guys to use. And also, we can get the comment section out of the way so we can get a whole fresh new batch of comments to make in the next video. So here we go with the first card of the week. It is Forbidden Chalice. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this card. You know, it's been around for a long time. People used to cite it in against like Raikou and shit like that. But now I think it's gotten a lot better because of people using cards like Ophion and Jowgin and like Phantom Beast, Dragosack, and you know, those cards weren't around back then. Well, they might have been, but they're only used like now. And Ophion, Evil Swarms, Jowgin Spellbooks, and like Dragosack, E-Dragons, those are the top 3 most played decks of the format. And this card is good against all 3 of those cards. And not only is it like stops them, like you can do this to an Ophion or a Jowgin to special summon on your turn. It's like a Veiler for both players' turns, and it's so good just because those cards like Jowgin and Ophion are relevant, and they were not relevant before. And now Chalice sees a lot of play. You know, it's very good. It's very good against consolers as well with Pleiades and shit like that. This is a very good card. You can main deck it instead of Veiler. You can also side deck it if you want to. Speaking of the meta with spellbooks and dragons and all that shit, our next card is boom. Horus, the Black Flame Dragon 6, and I guess 8 can go with this too. And if you don't know what this thing does, it's a level 6 Fire Dragon, it's 2300 attack, and it's unaffected by spell cards. But during the end phase, if it destroys a monster by battle, you can tribute it to special summon a Horus level 8 from your hand or deck. Okay, so why I think this is good is because spellbooks, they run like 20 plus spells, and they run a lot of monsters that you can easily beat over, like the Magician, there's Kaiku, there's a bunch of other shit that I probably can't think of right now, Justice, but they probably won't have that on the field. But yeah, the main 2 things are Kaiku and Magician. Those are the 2 things they're going to leave on the field, and this thing can just beat over them. The next turn, you're going to get a Horus level 8. Now Horus level 8, what this does is, cannot be normal set. You can only use it by special summoning the level 6. And during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation and destroy it. So it's like a spell lockdown. It's like that Imperial Order card, but you can choose when you get to use it as well. So like you can use spell cards, but your opponent can't. And it's a very fucking good card, and it's even better in dragons because it is a dragon and it is fire, so you can search it out with Blaster. When you remove, like, when you banish the thing or whatever, and you can also, like, it's a dragon, and you can go, like, it's 1 tribute for the level 6, so it's like 1 Dragosack token. You can easily beat over something, and then get the level 8, and then it just locks on your opponent. They can't do shit, which is very awesome. And if you run Chalice, it protects you from Priestess and Jowgin, and you're good. Okay, now the next card, it's just been like leaked, I guess, or announced or released. It's called Box of Friends, and everyone's talking about this card. I'm gonna talk about it too, because I think it's a very good motherfucking card. It's a 1-star, 0 attack, 0 defense, machine type. And what it does, if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 normal monsters with different names, but they have to have either 0 attack or 0 defense. Doesn't matter which one, but they have to have different names. And you special summon them, but you can only use the effect once per turn. And the special summon monsters can be synchroed, whatever, no one does that, and they're destroyed at your next end phase. So this card is like a slow XYZ summon, if you think about it, and you can only really get, at the moment, you can go rank 5s, which is Labyrinth Wall and Millennium Shield, or you can go 4s, 3s and 2s, and not 1s, I think just 2s, 3s, 4s and 5s, but I think 5s are the best. Then comes 4s and 3s and 2s. So this card's pretty good, but it has to be destroyed, which is the only catch to it. Now what I was thinking is, can it be destroyed on your own, on the same turn you summon it? And I say yes. You use a card called Acid Rain, and it destroys all machine types on the field. So you summon this, you use Acid Rain, and you get your 2 normal monsters. They can be rank 5s. It's a 2-card rank 5. You know, it's not the best combo in the world, you know, using Acid Rain to destroy your own monster. But you know, it's okay. And if they release more cards in the future that have 0 attack or 0 defense that are normal monsters, that play with the Acid Rain could be even better. And you know, you can get rank 8s. There's only one rank 8 out right now, or level 8 that you can use right now. Hopefully they release another one, maybe like 9s or 6s or something, whatever. You can also machine dupe this card, but it can only be used once per turn, which sucks. So that kind of defeats the purpose of machine dupe, but it still has potential if more cards come out in the future. Alright, now for the comment section in the last video. This is where you guys leave comments in the last video. I read them on this video, and in the next video you're going to leave comments on this video so I can read them out in the next video. So the first comment is from Swampert11100. He says Nordic Relic Leviathan is a pretty good tech against Evil Swarms and other decks and cards you can't get over. I love it. Yeah, it is a pretty good card, and I actually reviewed it in my very first interesting cards, so go check that out. Might be a link if I remember, who knows. And he also says, and I love your series, uses a variety of cards and not just one. Keep the series going. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, but you know, I'm talking about meta cards right now because that's what it's all about. Nationals is coming up, and I'm going to be talking about meta. But once there's a new format, new cards being released, I'll talk about new cards. Jake Vlucht says, wow, got that shout out, wow. How are you going to do this when you get like 2,000 comments? Well, I don't even think that's going to happen. I'm never even going to get big in YouTube, so whatever. But and he also says, the best card ever, Iron Wall. So I'm thinking he's saying Imperial Iron Wall, which is a very good card. What it basically says is cards cannot be removed from play. And the top 3 decks of the format, like I said, Dragons, Spellbooks, and Evil Swarms, they all remove. I mean, you know the Dragons remove like crazy. They special summon themselves. Spellbooks they remove with Priestess, Fate, and other shit that I can't probably think about. And Evil Swarms, they even use Kirkion, and Kirkion's one of their main cards. And Imperial Iron Wall just stops all 3 of those decks, so you can main Imperial Iron Wall if you want to. Okay, CK49YGO says, Invader of Darkness. Your opponent cannot activate quick play spell cards. 2 tributes is nothing for E-Dragons, and the only way for spellbooks to gain advantage or get over it is Fate Judgment Day, which this card stops. The only way for them to get over it is Priestess. So yeah, Invader of Darkness is this really old card that came out a long time ago. And I used to have it. When I pulled it, I was so happy. So it basically says your opponent cannot activate quick play spell cards. So like MST, Spellbook of Judgment, Spellbook of Fate. Those are the 3 main cards right now. And so yeah, it's a pretty good card. It's only 2 tributes, and that's nothing. Because they can go Dragosack 2 tokens are gone, and shit like that. I think it's a pretty good card. If you feel like playing it, it's pretty cool tech. If you can protect it from Priestess and shit like that, then you're good. You're set for days. And the last comment is from Mark Deichnet, and he says you can play Transform and Psychics to get their effects. And that was a card I reviewed last week. If you want to check that one out, it's in the top if I remembered. So yeah. Okay, thank you guys for watching. That's going to be the video for today. And don't forget to leave your comments in the section below for what cards you want to see in the next video. You also get a shout out like I did this time. So if you have any interesting cards of the week that people really don't know about, leave them in the comments. I'll shout you out. So that's the video, guys. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Peace.